Have you been posting on LinkedIn but not seeing the traction you want? You want to dramatically increase the number of profile views and followers you have to attract massive opportunity, but are only seeing gradual growth. This is Self-Made Millennial. I'm Madeline Mann, and today I'm going to teach you how I was able to grow my LinkedIn following and the following of many others from several thousands to tens of thousands in under a year, and how to get your post views up to thousands of views in just a few weeks. To get career advice from a human resources professional who knows the ins and outs of the LinkedIn platform, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell to get a new video on Thursdays. One of my students, Andrea, who took my full digital course about posting on LinkedIn, who had never posted original content on the platform, said that in my first month, I had a few trending posts, one of which got over 21,000 views and another one that got 17,000 views. Wow. So I'm going to teach you the strategy that gets those kinds of results quickly. And stay to the end because I will tell you the exact amount of activity you should be doing on LinkedIn to get these results. Let's start out with what the heck should I post? A great way to get warmed up on LinkedIn is to start commenting on LinkedIn instead, but comment strategically. Here are 4 steps to a highly effective comment strategy. Step 1, identify people on LinkedIn who are creating content that is similar to the type of content you would like to create, or at least resonates with you and your audience. Step 2, look for their rising star posts. These are posts where they have generally posted it in the past 4 hours or so and have 50 or so likes and comments. These posts are showing good traction and are likely to get more views. Ride that rocket ship of visibility by commenting on that post. Now, I'm not telling you to comment something like, great post, loved it, or anything that generic. Don't be a generic Eric. Nope, you've got to write this comment with the same level of energy you would debate strangers on the internet with, but with positivity and not pettiness. Write something insightful, such as give a piece of advice, tell a personal anecdote, or go in depth about why the post is meaningful to you. Here's an example of one of my comments. In this example, I believe the post was about when you are looking for a job, you shouldn't stop at the first obstacle. And I contributed 3 other obstacles that weren't mentioned in the post. This ended up getting a couple dozen likes and comments and a lot of visibility. Here's another example. This one is a big boy. I do not expect you to get this elaborate with all of your comments all the time, but if you get inspired, go for it. The original post was something about finding your right career, and so I decided to tell my own experience of finding my career in human resources. And this is a great approach. Sharing your experience is so great because it gives people a chance to relate to you. All right, so now you know what a solid comment looks like. Know that amazing things happen when you post killer comments like this. First, people start liking the comment and then responding to you because you had a great contribution. These people then visit your profile and see what you're about, and then many of them end up following you or asking to connect. Such as, despite the fact that I post my own posts on LinkedIn that get high visibility, I still get responses like this, such as when I ask people why they were drawn to connect with me, and it was because they saw one of my thoughtful comments. Second, you build relationships with the poster. I know people hop on my rocket ship of rising star posts and comment on those posts to increase their visibility. And guess what? I really like those people. They are bringing great conversation and more engagement to my posts. I love it. Do you want to get to know these people who you admire who post? Don't cold message them. Instead, comment on a bunch of their posts when those are in the rising star stage, and those people will start to recognize you and like you. Then when you do end up adding them on LinkedIn and chatting with them, it's a warm intro. And third, this approach is so effective because it gives you ideas for your own posts. Which brings us to our next topic, creating original content on LinkedIn. Now, if you are serious about growing your LinkedIn presence fast, I have a free, highly acclaimed Posting on LinkedIn Masterclass, which people have called incredibly insightful, outstanding class, and the best webinar I have seen to date. So depending on when you're watching this, you may be able to enroll today. Otherwise, hop on the wait list for when enrollment opens again. I'll provide a link to that in the comments and in the description. In order to start creating content, paste all of your comments that you've left on other people's posts into a note-taking app like Evernote. Then, when you are ready to draft your post, scroll through your collection of comments and choose a comment to elaborate on. What a lot of people are worried about is, oh no, how am I going to say anything that people haven't said before or heard before? That is the wrong mentality. You want to share and have people relate. So there is actually an element of people feeling like your content is familiar and resonates is actually a good thing. And no matter what, if you tell a story or perspective, that is original, that is you. So take people along with you on your journey of discovery. So craft a post based off of your comments. Start with the main idea at the beginning and don't keep them guessing as to what the post will be about. And then space out your text every sentence or so to improve readability, especially for those of us reading it on mobile devices, which is more than half of users. Then when people engage with your posts, engage back. Encourage more of the conversation on your post. The worst thing you can do is post and ghost, where you post something and then you go off and do something else for 5 hours and come back later. Do your best to engage people, especially in that first hour. My strategies are all about building a large follower base, but more importantly, a highly engaged and loyal one. These are the strategies that build meaningful connections. There is a specific number of posts and comments you should do to see incredible results, which I will tell you in a moment, because consistency is everything. Over time, people will notice you in their feed and feel you are familiar, and familiarity breeds fondness. So you will be top of mind for any job opportunities, or if you're a consultant, they think of you to solve their problem. And then when you reach out to people on LinkedIn, it's a warm message every time. Such as when I reach out to people who I've never spoken to before, they say things like, great to hear from you, Madeline. I see your posts all the time. I don't have to do any of the awkward intro or pitch. They feel like they already know me. And one of the most important parts of converting that traffic into massive opportunity is having a really solid headline that says exactly the value you add to the world. I feel like so many people get their headlines wrong, so I will link a video on how to have a highly effective LinkedIn headline. It has a formula that you can follow. And I'll also link my LinkedIn profile checklist so you can give your entire profile a makeover. Because if we're gonna put all of this effort into getting you noticed, getting people coming to your profile by the thousands, we need to make sure that it is locked down and that you are converting to opportunities. So make sure you grab that checklist in the comments and in the description, because I use that puppy every 6 months to update my profile. Now, how often should I post on LinkedIn? I recommend posting on LinkedIn 3 to 5 times a week and comment about 4 times for every 1 time you post. This will help you to get more engagement, put engagement out to the world, and have that engagement come back to you. It is so highly effective. And so make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel. You've got this. Wi-Fi high five.